Hey, this is Mr. Alvey. I'm going to teach you a little more about smart objects and placing and linking smart objects into other files. So I've got a few images that I'm going to play with. And so first we'll practice using some smart objects. I'm going to start with a bowl of fruit. I'm going to convert this to a smart object, and then I'm going to apply a filter, maybe from the filter gallery. Make it look a little more artistic or something. Okay. Oh, perfect. Palette knife. Play with the adjustments. Okay. Very artsy looking. Oh. Softness. We need it softer. There we go. Okay, got it perfect. So now it looks more like a painting. So I made a simple change to this. If I wanted to, I could punch a hole in this filter, maybe make the apples stand out. You know, just a technique we learned from one of the other videos, right? So I've got this cool photo. I'm going to save it. I'm going to go File, Save, and I'm going to save it as a PSD. I'll call it Bowl of Fruit. I'll put it on my desktop. Make sure you know where things are going. Alright, I'm saving it as a PSD. That's the working Photoshop file. It saves all the information about your layers and smart objects and all that. Got a couple more images I'm going to play with. Here's an image of a lighthouse. Okay. Make this into a smart object. And what do we want to do to the lighthouse? Maybe we'll make it, we'll give it black and white filter like we did with the stand out in a crowd. Ooh, there we go. Maybe punch a hole in it this time. Show it with black. Maybe we'll make the little house stand out. That looks kind of silly. Maybe we'll make the water stand out. Ooh, that could be fun. Making the water stand out. Paint with black to punch a hole. Paint with white to put the mask back on. Alright, so I made a simple change. I'm going to save this one. File, Save. And I'll save this one as lighthouse.psd. Same place, desktop. Save that one. And a third image. Okay, on this one maybe I'm going to make another layer or something and bring in Bigfoot or something. I'm going to convert it to smart object. And maybe apply a filter to it. Ooh, there we go. Make it look all spooky. Okay, turn that back on. And maybe I'll make another layer and have like a Bigfoot coming in. Let's go find another picture of Bigfoot. Ooh, there we go. Shrink him down. Maybe he's hiding out in the woods or over there or something. And I'll make a selection. Bigfoot. Make that into a mask. Layer. Mask, reveal, selection. Okay. There we go. A little bit smaller. Keep the intrigue alive, right? I need the move tool. There we go. Okay. Maybe I make this into a smart object. And I apply hue saturation or something to it so we can take out the saturation to match the image a little better. Darken it up. There we go. Okay. So that was fun for that one. I'm going to save this image as a PSD. Bigfoot. Put it on my desktop. Alright, so I've done a bunch of work. I've got 3 fun paintings, right? And I want to put them all into one picture on this wall. Okay, so what you can do, here's the main thing about this video. We're going to say File, Place, Linked. And I'm going to choose one of my pictures, PSDs that I just made, and it puts it into my image, and I can resize it before I place it, and I hit enter. And I'm going to do that to all 3. Place linked to my lighthouse. Now that one kind of squished it. Maybe I don't want to squish it this time. I'm going to hold down shift so I keep the proportions, move that over. Okay. And I'll just make a clipping mask to keep this inside the picture frame. So what I'll do is I'll make a new layer, and I'm going to a selection around the image there. Maybe just fill it. Ooh, look, the fill tool. I haven't used that. Paint bucket tool. I'm just going to have a black square underneath there, the lighthouse on top, and then if I right click on the lighthouse, I can choose Create Clipping Mask, or I can go to Layer, Create Clipping Mask. And what that'll do is this layer now becomes a mask for this layer. Okay. And there we go. And I can move my image around inside that mask. Okay. And then let me put one more thing on there. We'll put File, Place Linked. We'll get the bowl of fruit on there as well. Make another clipping mask, enter, make a new layer, put it below the bowl of fruit. Okay. And then on the bowl of fruit, right click, create clipping mask. Oops. On layer 2, I forgot to fill it in. You gotta have pixels there. There we go. For it to override. Alright. So now the coolest thing is, now that these 3 files are linked, smart objects, I don't have to touch this image again. Let's see, I'll save it as frames, PSD on desktop. But watch what happens. Let's say, oh, I don't like my fruit. I can go back, open up the fruit, and I can make some different changes. Maybe I wanted to apply something different to it. Maybe I'll do maybe I'll invert it. That's pretty dramatic. I'll save that. And watch what happens if I go back to my frames. Oh, it keeps the picture updated. So you can have images in Photoshop that are built out of other images that other people are creating, and then you can have like a compilation. So let's see. I'll show you that again. Maybe we want to make a change to Bigfoot. Maybe we want to put hue saturation.
Dude, the assembly's over.
Let's put a hue saturation layer on there. And there's the bell. We can change the hue saturation. So instead of applying hue saturation directly to the image, I can put like a screen over the top of everything using a hue saturation layer. Ooh, make it all dark and spooky. Keep my conspiracies going. So I save that, I go back to my frames, and oh, it's been updated. Okay, the bowl of fruit, I liked my other changes better. There we go, save that again. Frames still staying up, so we can create these compilations. So take the picture frames and practice putting in file, place linked files, and practice all your smart object stuff.